Do you know somebody that wants to break into IT or cybersecurity? Have you ever thought about that? Well, let's talk about it. This should be a fun video today because I have absolutely no notes. I'm doing this off the top of my head with no prep, so let's get at it. Last week was Cybersecurity Career Awareness Week, and it's to celebrate trying to get people into cybersecurity. Currently, there's over 750,000 jobs in the United States open for cybersecurity. That's not even counting the entirety of IT, just cyber. A stat I actually dropped last week too is in 2019, only about 20% of cybersecurity jobs were filled by women. Well, now it's up to 25% as of last year and hopefully higher this year. I don't have the stats on diversity, but it's something I know that needs to happen as well. So we want to celebrate the fact that there are jobs available, and like around us, Macomb Community College does a great job of prepping young men and women to get into cybersecurity. And there's other colleges around here that they can go to afterwards. It's awesome. But what I want to talk about is how different cybersecurity and IT is than a traditional career path. And I'll break down a little bit of my career and kind of talk about that and hopefully give some insight into what it's like to actually be in IT and be in cybersecurity from a day-to-day basis, at least from my perspective and from our perspective here. And hopefully that helps you out. So let's get started. I think just for context, I'll kind of go over my backstory just a little bit, just to kind of help everybody understand where I come from. I got my first IT job in 1999. I worked for a cable company. I did service desk. I did that for a little bit. In 2004, I came down to Metro Detroit. I got a job with an IT firm that just did consulting for like small and medium enterprises. Started off at service desk there, got it to be a field engineer within 6 months, and I kind of just grew from there. I am completely self-taught. I've taken a few classes here and there, but for the most part, I taught everything. I'm completely self-taught, except for maybe a few classes, especially in the last couple of years. But I learned everything on my own. I spent my own money, my own time learning everything while going to college to get my business degree. This is something I love to do. It's something I've loved to do for a long time. Has my career changed over the years? Yes, obviously becoming a business owner was a big change. But just in general, in my IT career, in my knowledge, it's just been a vast change from where I started to where I am today. And I think that's the important part about getting into IT, getting into cybersecurity that you need to understand. It's not a go to school for 4 years and you're done situation. It's you have to be continuously learning for the rest of your life. And I know a lot of people that have been burned out in IT by the time they turn 40 years old, by the time they're in their mid 30s, because the companies they work for just work them like dogs. Work them 60, 70, 80 hours a week, expect them to do that for the same salary, and just wore them out. And some people can't handle the constant change. Some people don't want to be lifelong learners. Some people don't want to do that. And if you don't want to do that, that's fine. But just understand in this industry, whether it's if you want to just say IT as a whole and then do the subsection of cybersecurity, you're always going to be learning. So you have to have a curious mind. You have to have a passion for learning, and you have to have a passion for what we're doing in the industry. And if you don't, it's going to be a really hard journey for you. So if you're in high school, if you're in college and you're trying to figure out what you want to do, but you love like gaming, you love computers, you love programming, and you look at cybersecurity and it's an option, explore it. There's so many free resources out there. There's so many low cost resources. You can dive into hacking Windows or learning how to set up a server, which you'll do in college as well. Spend the time and learn. There's boot camps. There's boot camps for kids for cybersecurity. They're all out there. You just have to look. But the important thing to realize is you're always going to have to learn. You're going to have to spend the rest of your life learning and changing and adapting to whatever we come across. I mean, just look at the last 3 years, how much the world has changed. With the pandemic, with remote work, with cybersecurity challenges of like ransomware and things like that, looking at the risks of business, it's changed dramatically. And that's always been the case with IT, and it always will be. So just take that for what it is. Make sure that you're a lifelong learner, and you should be fine. All right, I'm hoping I didn't turn anybody off with what I just said. I might have, but look, I'm passionate about this industry. I'm passionate about our customers. I'm passionate about the business. I've been living this for, sadly, more than half my life, and I love it. There's been a lot of challenges. There's been a lot of ups and downs, but I love it. And I've been able to grow into it. I've been able to change. I've been able to morph. I've been able to build my career the way I wanted to. And I think that's important. I don't know of another industry that you can take that approach, because there's so many things in this industry that you can do. So if you don't like one thing, you can find something else that maybe you do like. And if you'd like for me to do a live, to do a webinar or something, and you know people that would love to come and learn and ask questions about what the industry's like how to break into it, what they should be doing to prepare themselves, I'd be more than willing to do that. But I want people to reach out to me and let me know that's something that you want, and I'll take the time to make it happen. So drop a comment down below, DM me, find me on LinkedIn. I love the idea of Cybersecurity Career Awareness Week, and I love the idea of just getting people in the industry and growing into the industry that I love. So until next time, stay cyber safe.